Hi everyone, I'm Ali GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about a pivotal moment in OCD recovery that a lot of people go through. I wouldn't say everybody, some people have this kind of, as they go approach, but for a lot of people, myself included, it really comes down to that moment where first you go around and around doing compulsions, analyzing all this stuff year after year. If you've suffered that long, which most people have, um, and one day, for whatever reason, something clicks in the brain and you say, I've had enough. I just don't care anymore. I'm done playing this game. I'm done on being on this quest for reassurance. I'm done going from thought to thought, situation to situation, detail to detail of the same thought. I'm just done and I'm choosing to be done. And, this is a kind of a no way back, no return moment where you're changing the course of how your OCD is gonna go. And I find that it's both a very emotionally charged moment because you're just had enough, and at the same time it's a very calm decision because you know that that's the right decision, so it's kind of both at the same time. And when you make that decision, that's it. You just choose to refuse because you know that this is the only way. For me, it was because I've tried, medication, meditation, uh, you know, doing reassurance, everything, everything across the board, all of the conventional stuff. Um, and I've tried to do also the hierarchy, but my hierarchy was not, it was successful in the one theme, but it wasn't successful overall because they just got me onto a new thought, because they didn't do it right with me. And then that's how I got onto the learning path about OCD and all of this. And that's how I recovered fully eventually. But it's that one moment where you're going from, in my case I was from theme to theme, and you're just like, I've just had enough. I just don't care, because you're looking at it that even if whatever is the worst possibility for you, if you think something bad is going to happen, you know well, something bad is already happening to you. Having OCD is, I would say, really really bad. So it can't get worse than this. So I'm surviving this, so I'll survive that too, and I'm just gonna disregard. And it's like it's that no way back moment where you're dropping everything. And I find that hopefully it's almost like hitting rock bottom. It is, I guess, hitting rock bottom. And in a sense, I hope you never get there, but I find that that's the moment. If you do feel that, right, that's the moment when your recovery begins. You know how I always talk about that recovery takes about 6 months. It's 6 months from that moment where you're actively doing the recovery work. And that doesn't mean that your recovery work is going to be perfect. There will be days where it sneakily comes in and grabs you and whatever. But generally, your attitude has shifted. How you're viewing this whole situation has shifted. You're not viewing it under the microscope, you're seeing the scope of it. So you're seeing the whole thing as, well, I've done this before. I've worried about this before. Over and over again, I worried about this or something similar to this, you know? And being done, choosing to be done, and going with that choice. It's the choice that comes from a decision, that comes from seeing that I'm just tired. I've had enough. I'm tired and I'm done. You know? So those are just some of the things I kind of wanted to mention because, you know, when I talk to clients over and over again, I see the same thing. They're making the choice and they're getting better and they're pushing through, or they're not making the choice. And until they make the choice, they're going to be kind of going back and forth. So, how long is it going to take you to make that choice? Is it going to be another week of you going back and forth, another month, another year, another decade? How many decades? You're still going to make that choice. It's just when. And the sooner the better because your life is, passing you by, right? And that's kind of the real thing too, with the process of recovery. Like, yeah, all your thoughts are, the thoughts, the fears, the compulsions, they're nonsense. That's true. But what you actually are losing is the time you could have spent with your family, the time you could have spent with your friends doing things you love to do, you know instead of worrying about nothing, right? So and once you recover, you start to see that more so, because when you're in it, you don't really see it, right? Because you're just worried about the thought or the situation. And but once you recover, you really start to see, wow, I've lost a lot, and it's good that I picked it up when I did, that I didn't lose more, in terms of the time, right? So it's, believe me when I tell you these things, because it's honestly, it's true for everybody. Make today that moment when you put your foot down and say, I've had enough, I'm done, I'm now in recovery, and whatever comes in, I just don't care. Worst thought, don't care, just bring it, I just don't care anymore. And the more you have that attitude every day from now on, you know make the decision. It's like, you can't just listen to me saying that and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. It has to come from deep within you. You need to make the decision to really stay strong, not just when it's not so bad, but when it's really bad. You have to make the choice to still stay strong, because you're losing stuff for real. You think, what if bad things happen with OCD, but you're actually losing real things here. you know so that decision has to come from that, and just saying, I've had enough, I've suffered enough, I'm done. You need to really, how I say, a lot of the times, don't trust your feelings because it's just OCD and all of this kind of stuff. Well, this is one situation where you have to feel it in your bones, in your soul, everywhere, that I am really truly done. I'm really truly tired of this, sick game, right? With OCD. And I'm done. It's like, if you do this, it won't take long for you to recover. It really won't. But you just have to do it. I hope you find my videos helpful. I do daily videos on this channel if you're new here. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you would like to do the recovery program, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.